HGA having to employ the next man up approach, aren't they?
Yeah, there's been a rash of injuries across the league. Luckily, only a handful of season enders, but second units everywhere are going to be tested.
Outside Lowry. Screen by Valanciunas. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots a fader. That one wide left. Leonard looking around. Parker outside. Pass to Green. Aldridge against Patterson. Shot from 16. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. DeRozan passes to Lowry. Here's Patterson. Aldridge is covering. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ross. Pass to DeRozan. Raptors need to get a shot up. Lowry for 3. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Leonard, that's for 2. Here's Aldridge. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Boy, Aldridge using those long arms of his to corral that offensive rebound.
DeRozan with it. We saw him with 10 points last game. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. DeRozan finds Patterson. Toronto working the ball around now. Drills the three-pointer.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Parker looking around. To the paint. Here's Leonard. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Finding a gap in the D and capitalizing.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Pass to Aldridge. Toronto grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Valanciunas with a screen on Ginobili. Here's Lowry. And again, no good by Toronto.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Parker. Leonard's got 6 points. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Lowry against Parker. Right side Lowry over Parker. And it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him. San Antonio leading by 5. Now Leonard. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. Pass to DeRozan. Patterson a screen on Ginobili. And DeRozan. Oh!
Man. Well, guys, we've seen DeRozan. He's got tremendous bounce, and when he's airborne, not only is he up high, he's strong while he's in the air, too. Really special.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A new group in now for the Raptors. Sullinger's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Damari Carroll comes in for Patrick Patterson. Powell, he's checked in for Ross. And Corey Joseph subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. San Antonio also making some changes. Davis Bertans checks in for Hansen. Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Now here's Mills. 14 points from him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Ginobili. His three-pointers off the mark. Raptors trail by 3. Sullinger with a screen for Lowry. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Ginobili misses. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Inside, Aldridge. Sullinger with the rebound. Toronto shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Lowry kicks to Joseph. Sullinger a screen on Ginobili. Here's Joseph. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, because Corey Joseph, when he has the ball, is always in a probing posture, he's hard to guard without fouling at times.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, you can just see it in Corey Joseph. He loves to hoop. I mean, he's a talented offensive player who also gets after it on defense.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. The Spurs also with the sub. Green, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's tied up with that one. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Ginobili outside. Anderson passes to Ginobili. Anderson with the screen for Ginobili. Again, the miss by the Spurs. It's Powell on the wing. Down low. Carroll kicks to Joseph. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Raptors lead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
San Antonio trailing here. Ginobili outside. Green in the post. Guarded by Powell. Mills with it. Joseph on him. Mills passes to Green. 3 on the clock. Here's Ginobili. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Powell against Green. Powell down low. Pass to Carroll. Back to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Shot by Joseph. No good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And so it's San Antonio with it after the Raptors pick up 2. Mills with it. Joseph on him. Back to Mills. Anderson, a screen on Joseph. The 3 from Mills. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. Sullinger's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Ginobili. So, Clark, even though they fell short last year in the finals, everyone is wondering who can stop the Golden State Warriors.
Well, you know, they put Kevin Durant on a 73-win team. It would take a Herculean effort and feat to knock them off this year. Anything can happen, we know that, but they are the title favorites by a wide margin.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Valanciunas comes in for Sullinger. And it's Ross in for Norman Powell. And San Antonio also making a switch. Daniels is checked in. And he sinks the second.
I think it's a point of emphasis for this coach, getting to the line where you can pile up some freebies and set your defense.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. Number 1, the Raptors. Number 5, the Spurs.
And we're getting to watch 2 of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
And the Spurs with possession. It's a 5-point game. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Joseph. Mills looking it over. 5 to shoot. Pass to Bertans. A 3-pointer is right on target. Bertans got himself on the board with 3 there.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And here's DeRozan. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Screened by Valanciunas. Here the 3-point line. It's Joseph. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
No good from Ginobili. In Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Joseph. It's Carroll on the wing. Back to Joseph. Now here's Ross. DeRozan on the wing. Valanciunas. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Anderson. Scoreless thus far. Ginobili outside. The 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Tries the spin move. The second effort. And the layup is up and in. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Here's Anderson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Looking here at some numbers for Joseph. His last 10 games, he's averaging 7 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
That free throw good from Anderson. Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Both free throws good from Anderson.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Parker against Lowry. Pass to Ross from downtown. Rebound San Antonio.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Aldridge. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Here's Lowry following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Lowry with the ball, picked up by Aldridge. Lowry against Anderson, and the basket by Lowry.
Lowry is a fearless scorer despite his lack of size, and he's never one to back away from the trees inside.
Here's Leonard, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Defense just a touch hyperactive that time.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
The first free throw is good.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Hanson's checked in for San Antonio. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now here is Lowry. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Phoenix.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Ross against Leonard. Pass to Aldridge. Spurs passing it around. Here's Leonard. Over Ross. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Toronto. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Basket good. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter.
High percentage if you can find a window. Great job.
Parker outside. Pass to Leonard. Good. Kawhi working near the hoop.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Raptors up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
big thing for me is their offense. Things are not clicking. Hard to say what's messing them up, but something's got to change.
Moving on to our next topic. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's Parker. No scoring in this one. Leonard with this screen on Lowry. Parker finds Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Over Ross. And that one's good. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
DeRozan inside. Working on Green. DeRozan's shot is off. And here are the Spurs. Parker outside. Pass to Leonard. Aldridge with it. Patterson defending. Fades and shoots. Here's Hansen. And that one is stuffed right through.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's DeRozan following the bucket by the Spurs. Over Green. No good off the front iron.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Leonard kicks to Parker. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Over Lowry. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Toronto calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's DeRozan. Another shot. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Valanciunas.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Now here's Parker. Still scoreless. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The tight space quickness of Tony Parker really allows him to challenge that interior defense.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And on the season, you know, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
And he makes the first.
It's obvious Tony Parker has a real mind for this game. The way he dissects defenses and finds himself shots, he just has a higher understanding of the sport. And
Parker drops them both. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Up top to Rosen. Pass to Patterson. From past the arc. San Antonio with the rebound.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Parker against Lowry. Left side, Leonard. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be playing the Pelicans in New Orleans. Then on Sunday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Damari Carroll's checked in for the Raptors. DeRozan with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, I tell you, DeRozan puts so much pressure on the defense, he practically forces guys to foul him.
That's good from DeRozan.
Hey, I've said it before, it's worth repeating. You cannot underestimate the importance of free throws.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Parker. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. San Antonio leading. Ginobili the pass to Mills. Ginobili with a screen on Lowry. Pass to Aldridge. Here's Hansen. Guarded by Valanciunas. Here's Hansen. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Mills, that's a two-pointer. San Antonio again missing. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Toronto. At the top of the key, Lowry. For the tie. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And you're not going to find a much more determined scorer than Lowry.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Look, Kyle Lowry can never rely on being the bigger guy on the floor. So he has to rely on his smarts and guile and toughness instead. He's a very, very high IQ player.
They set the pick. Ginobili with the three. San Antonio again missing. The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's DeRozan. And Ginobili pulls it down.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
That one falls. Lowry's got 5 points now this quarter.
A burly, bruising point guard, Lowry is good at using that upper body strength to fight through contact.
Aldridge with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Ginobili. No good again that time.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
DeRozan inside. He's covered by Ginobili. Ross against Anderson to the middle. Aldridge. And the layup's good off the glass. Aldridge has got 8 points.
Boy, this is as skilled an inside scorer as you're going to see, folks. I mean, Aldridge has a lot of post moves.
Now, Carroll. He has yet to score. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. And the three ball is good.
Simply taking what the defense gives.
32 seconds left in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Aldridge. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, Aldridge is a load to deal with. When he gets good position, you pretty much have to be physical with him.
For San Antonio, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
And Aldridge's turnaround, Jay, for a guy of his size, is absolutely wicked. And he's also very effective down on that low block.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for DeMar Carroll. Powell, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. And the second free throw, good. Raptors leading by 3. Outside Lowry. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Raptors lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Now, here's Joseph. Knocks down the three ball.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
DeRozan against Ginobili. Back to Mills. Here's the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Mills has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, you see the competitive spirit of Mills. You knock down a shot on his team, he's coming for the payback.
Outside, Joseph. Sweet move, driving the lane, and he sinks the layup. Joseph's got 5 points now this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Spurs working the ball around now. Offensive rebound.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Outside DeRozan. Crosses over. Pass to Sullinger. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
They set the pick to the inside. He gets stolen by Sullinger. Now here's DeRozan. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Takes it out to Siakam. Shot clock at 5. Left side, DeRozan. Hills with the rebound.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. DeRozan on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. DeRozan passes to Sullinger. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Sullinger's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Patterson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Terrence Ross is checked in for Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Joseph. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Lowry, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. And here's Lowry. On the wing, DeRozan. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Spurs trail by 9. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Nobody near Leonard. Kawhi drills the three-pointer.
Well, the pick gives Leonard some space, and he wisely calls his own number.
DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. Pass to Lowry. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. Parker against Patterson. Parker kicks to Leonard. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Aldridge. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Toronto leading by 6. To the wing right side. Pass to Ross. Back to Lowry. Ross with a screen on Parker. Parker against Lowry. Good D by Parker. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Now Leonard. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Aldridge, the pass to Parker. Outside, Green. Pass to Aldridge. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Because he knows how to come through, you know exactly why they go to Aldridge in these spots.
Parker against Lowry. And now we've got the intentional foul. On defense, the Spurs. Lowry finds Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. And stolen by Leonard.
And you know what? The double team there, that quick hitter threw him for a loop there and forced the turnover.
Over Lowry. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He has decided it's the right time to talk. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, and just look at what Leonard is doing.
And an intentional foul right there. Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. A 3 from Leonard. Rebound by the Raptors. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Parker against Valanciunas. Now here's Parker. Defense is right there. The offensive rebound. Aldridge kicks to Green. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew.